students are holding a mass meeting. We crossed our reporter Chriselda Lewis for more. Chriselda, good afternoon to you. Any outcome yet from those meetings?
Well, Natasha, we're still very far from an outcome of this meeting. As you can see here, students have already started gathering on the stairs of the Great Hall, and it's all crucial what will come out of that meeting, how these students will proceed forward with their protest for free education. You know, of course, there are also consultations that are taking place at this stage at the University of Johannesburg. Whether they will join the Wits students to continue with this shutdown certainly remains to be seen, but a high police presence continues here at Wits University as these students say they're not going to let up on their demands for free education and a free education now. We're expecting this meeting, usually, Natasha, it takes about an hour for them to decide exactly what the way forward will be. But what we do know is that these students are not going to back down. They're going to continue with their protest. The only question that's being asked at this point is exactly how they plan to do that. We've also seen some condemnation just a bit earlier on this morning from the Vice-Chancellor, Adam Abib, who'd been out of the country the whole of last week when we saw these protests turn violent. He's condemned the violence, but is also calling for consultations with students, which certainly we can say at this point these students are not willing to have with the university, because you must recall that the university is scheduled to make an announcement on the 30th of September with regard to by exactly how much they plan to hike the university fees for the academic year of 2017. So students are essentially saying at this point they're not willing to go into any negotiations with the university about any increase at this stage. But we'll continue to monitor the situation here from the university. We're expecting that meeting to last at least about an hour to an hour and a half, and that will give us an indication of exactly how this protest moves forward. But police remain on standby towards my left. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that at this stage, but I think also extremely crucial at this point, Natasha, is when exactly the academic activities will resume at these universities. Many concerns, of course, being raised about some of these students who need to write examinations in the coming weeks because you know that the lectures themselves are about to come to an end. Also, the task teams that were set up, you'd recall, to go and amass some support for the Wits University students together with other universities as well. What we're seeing, Natasha, now is this massive call that there had been for a national shutdown. We've seen many other universities now come to the fore and also push for the very same demands that we've been seeing at Wits University and the other universities that we've been reporting from since the last week. So it certainly seems like the intensification of these protests is going to continue, but certainly we'll know what the way forward will be for Wits University and the University of Johannesburg in just a couple of hours.
All right, Chriselda, thank you very much. Chriselda Lewis, live from Wits University.